Record. All right, getting started on our Monday, May 13th team call. I think it's super exciting that the Isagenix is giving us this event thing to do to earn free products. And it's not just for us, it's for our people personally enrolled by us too, so they can earn their celebration tickets. For me, I already bought my tickets, but I'm going to do it so that I can give them away to someone that maybe, is brand new or whatever. So I wanted to talk about that. If you have questions, obviously Gabby has already asked questions, but I also wanted to go back to basic training of like scripts. And I know many of you have done PK's training. And I'm even guilty of this sometimes, so I have to review myself and go back to the basics so that I don't forget, because when I'm not doing the steps in order, then I don't get the results that I want. As far as like, are we using PK script to enroll people? Are we using the script? Because I can enroll somebody on a value pack without using it, okay? But here's what I can tell you. So I actually just recorded a podcast with corporate a couple weeks ago on the use of scripts. So I'll be able to share that with you guys real soon. But I know when I don't use it, what happens. Like I enrolled so-and-so on a value pack, and then they enrolled somebody on a 30-day. And I said to PK, like, what is going on? Like, they tell you what you get started with is what other people will get started with that enroll under you. And he said, well, you didn't read the script. And he didn't even have to ask me. He knew I didn't do it. He's like, I know you're a professional and that you've been doing this long enough that you believe in the value pack, and that's like 100%. But if you don't read the script, you're not teaching them to do something easy that's duplicatable that they can do, right? So that's why the use of scripts is so important. So I wanted to go back to talking about, like I've shared before, PK's scripts as far as the day 5 miracle call, day 14, day 20, and day 30. And they're so simple and so easy, and sometimes we don't want to use them. But when we use those, that teaches people that it's easy and they can do it too. If all they have to do is read the script back to somebody, then they're not going to be afraid to share with people, right? The biggest thing is we want to get people's products paid for, right? So I'm trying to find where all the scripts are so we can kind of go over them and go through them. Hopefully everybody is doing their connecting to their people. And I have started, I met with Cindy last Tuesday and really started working on LinkedIn. And I only did that because I wanted to find new leads and new people to talk to. And I actually already had my first meeting with someone this morning. I'm supposed to look for my mirror image of myself. So that means they are a hairdresser, they like fitness. So I literally typed in the search box, and you can only search twice a week when you're not on the paid version. So, I don't want to go hugely into LinkedIn. We can do a separate call on LinkedIn because I feel like it's a lot of information, but she basically gave me the short rundown of how she does it every week so that I know and I can kind of follow it. It's 1 post a day, pretty basic, which I think is pretty easy. And then when I was searching for my mirror image, that's who I talked to this morning. I talked to a hairdresser who has a personal training certification. She also does doTERRA oils, and she just started doing that. So she's very health and wellness. She is 50, so she's a little older than me. So, I said to her, oh my gosh, what do you do with personal training? And she was like, I don't do that as much because hair is my passion. I said, so we might be the opposite that way. I love doing hair, but definitely health and wellness is my passion. And I was able to share with her, that I've been able to turn this into full-time income part-time. So my hours are a lot less than when I was a hairdresser, plus the income is a lot more. So that was pretty cool. But I basically just used a script that Cindy sent me, and that's what I'm sending to people. I'm not recreating the wheel. I'm not making it hard on myself. I'm just following what she said to do. Very simple, very easy. And it's something that we should be doing on all platforms. So when you create a new friend, whether you're on Facebook, so you can use the same basic thing for all platforms. Instagram, when someone new starts following you, when you create a new friendship with someone on Facebook, you can literally just say, hey, so great connecting with you. I was looking at your profile. I think we have a lot in common. When would you have time to maybe get on and chat and connect? It's a little easier on LinkedIn because people are business minded and they're looking for business. They're looking for people to partner with just the same that we are. So it's a little less awkward, I think. But I know that I was lacking that in my Facebook connections and my LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, Instagram. So back to PK script though. So which scripts are you guys using? Are you using all of them? Because if we don't get our people paid, then we don't get, you know what I mean? Like that's the best way to build the business, is having people earn their products for free. So I can unmute you, Gabby, so you can talk.
So I know I use the PK script for sure when I'm trying to get somebody to enroll, but as far as that, that's kind of the only one I've been using.
Okay. Well, then I'm with you. So the one thing that PK offers is a 5-week training. It's 1 hour every week, and if we can get 5 people to do it, he goes over each one of these scripts. So it's like an hour each week. Okay? Because there's 5 people on your 1 hour call, it's only like $87 for the 5 weeks. So it's very affordable. Okay. And some of you haven't done it, so I think that might be beneficial. It's a little easier than me trying to, and I just had it pulled up and now I can't do it.
Yeah.
So basically,
I know I need to start reaching out with people that I add me on Instagram or follow me on, or add me on Facebook, whatever. So yep. I need to start doing that. And also, I think it was that Start Your Life that I was telling you about, that Natalie girl, she showed what she sends to people too when they start following her too. So I can see if that lines up too with what you guys have too.
Your age group. You know what I mean? Yes.
Okay.
You need to probably talk to people differently than I would talk to people because of your.
Okay. Yep. I'll send you both of them, and then, because there's 2 different people that I follow that they both use a little bit something different, and then kind of make it my own.
Yeah, you could do that.
To you first.
Depending on who you're talking to, see which one fits them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I'm talking about PK's other scripts, there's a day 5 miracle call, and you basically call them, even if you only leave them a message on day 5, maybe they've had 2 shake days, 2 cleanse days, and this is their day 5 where they should wake up and feel amazing, right? Sometimes people aren't ready to cleanse right off the bat, so that might be a different day. That's the only thing that's maybe a little, because I don't coach everybody exactly the same. I don't have everybody cleanse right off the bat because not everybody can, right? So he says, why don't we talk to 3 or 4 of your friends and just tell them how great you feel? Let's see if they wouldn't want to start enjoying the same results you are. And then what he says about it is, at this point, they still remember day 1. They remember feeling crappy. Now they feel better, because there's a very short window and then they forget. Like, because it just becomes like the norm to feel good. He calls it isogenic amnesia, where they forget. Well, and the reason why they feel so great, they think it's something else besides the products. So then day 14, you ask them, so what kind of compliments are you getting? Are people noticing? Those kind of things. You look great. You must feel great. So once they realize that they have been complimented, because sometimes they don't even realize it, they're like, oh yeah, someone at work had noticed that I look better. My skin is glowing. I feel better. Like I'm more, bright-eyed in the morning or whatever. Again, we talk again about, let's talk to 3 or 4 of your friends, set up a sample, those kind of things, because I don't ever just say it once. In some people, I repeat it and I repeat it, and sometimes it takes me 6 months, 9 months. It takes a while for a consultant to happen, because not everybody is ready to share right away. So that's okay. And then we do a day 20. So I can send all this to you so you can kind of visualize it and look at it too. I'll put it in the group chat maybe. Talk about their progress, compare their products to other health goals that you used when they got started. Establish their 2nd month health goals so that they know that they're going into their next month and they're going to continue on, because we don't quit after 30 days. And show them the value of, staying on the products and those kind of things. And then we do a day 30 call where we go over their isogenics pantry review. So you can kind of talk about what they have left, what they want to order. That way their order goes, smoothly for their next month. But I think that and I remember doing this and being really like regimented on it and still going, okay, PK, I did this for a whole month and I don't have a consultant yet. And he's like, Sarah, it's so that it's in the back of their mind and wheels are turning. Maybe not this month, but next month or the month after or the month after. It might take 16 weeks because then they see the real transformation when they're before their journey and then after 16 weeks on their IsaBody challenge and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a big deal. Because I have a girl that started in January and I think her challenge is ending in June. And she's like just now finally starting to talk to people. But she's remained on the product. She has a great, I might even need to go through how to look at their business volume that they've accumulated because she could probably cycle about 5 times right now by adding 2 people. So if they stay on the product, order every 29 days, those kind of things do have huge benefits when they're ready to share. And then I talked about this with Gabby and maybe I need to review this too. What I'm sending now instead of a welcome email is a welcome text message that goes through our Own Your Life. I think it's ownyourlifebiz.com. Lori Olson started a whole website that literally walks them through every single step of the process. What a shake day looks like, what a cleanse day looks like, how to become an associate, how to share, snacks, meals. So it's easier on you as long as they go through. And I have a lot of people that they go through every step, especially when I send it right away as soon as they enroll. So that makes it simplified and easy for everybody. And the text is better than I ever got with an email because I sent them this big long email with all this stuff in it and it's like nobody ever opened it. So the text they seem to open, they usually become an associate right away. So we want to go back to that. That part of the script is also in the enrolling process with PK's script that you want them to become an associate the day that they enroll when they log into their back office so that they do it. If you wait, I mean, I have gone back and I've said, okay, it was my fault for not having you convert to an associate so that you can, accumulate and bank your volume. Even if they're not ready to share right now, it helps it accumulate because if they stay a customer, it will flush after 6 months. Like it's gone. So you don't want that. As far as that goes, that's our script talk, and I had an intention of seeing what you guys needed from me so that I would be able to be more prepared maybe for next week as far as conversations and scripts and things like that. But I think that one is really important. So maybe we could see if anybody wants to do a 5-week training with people that started.
Yeah, that's something definitely I would like.
Okay.
Just because I feel so awkward reaching out to people because I'm awkward.
I'm not awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely you sending that stuff for the events help. So I'm going to go finish that. We just had a client walk in. That's why I had to leave. But I'm going to finish that once he leaves. And my mom and my grandma did register. So I knew my mom would.
Okay.
So
just make sure she does it from the Isagenix Eventbrite. Once you set it up, you need her to register that one.
Okay. I switched the link in my thing too.
Oh, okay. Then
in my Facebook post. So I just need to switch it in the event, but I switched it in my post already. So because it gave me something to copy.
And we'll just have to really hit it hard and really keep pushing it. I mean, share it. Share it on your Instagram story too.
Yeah. I think I can add a link and people can swipe up straight from there. I don't know how to do that yet. So I might have to email or text Elena. She's been helping me a lot she was showing me stuff on that training at Cindy's, how to do stuff like record your phone as you're scrolling. I'm like, didn't even know that was a thing. Can you show me how to do that?
I don't know how to do any of that.
She was showing me.
So just so you know, there's no good way, bad way, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. You just have to figure out the way that works for you. But yeah. And here's the thing, it takes practice. So don't worry about being awkward or not feeling like you're saying the right thing because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. To today it was a really great connection for me. And even if she wouldn't sign up or she's not interested, like we ended it on like she wants to have more information. And either way, it was a great connection for us because she was like, it's really cool to meet someone that sounds just like me. So
Yeah.
else, I met just another great business connection. She's only about an hour and a half from here. She's in Warren, Ohio. So if nothing else, it makes me get better. So I push through difficult times. And like, if I'm totally for honest, when I came to your business for the first time, Gabby, it was probably, I was so stressed and like so worried about what I was going to say. But I honestly said, okay, Lord, you know what this room of wants from me. So you tell me what words to use, because I don't think I can prepare or be ready for that, like.
Yeah.
Just trust me.
Yeah. Oh, I have been starting to just kind of like love on people's posts a little bit more, because I'm not usually one to like comment on anybody's stuff. I will like it, but I have started replying to people's Instagram stories or stuff like that. And then it creates like a whole longer conversation. And I just feel like, okay, maybe this is like the start of it. This is what Sarah probably wanted me to do. But I'm just now starting to do that. Just, I don't know, I'm getting a lot more engagement back too. So, and then if I don't know, I can have something to talk about.
Right. So I don't know how it works on Instagram as much as it's the same on Facebook, maybe, where if you comment on their post, it brings them to your wall when you post. So
Gotcha.
You want that are your prospects that you're like, oh, that's someone I really want to work with. Go comment on their stuff. And then when you post, your post is going to go to them faster. I think
the top.
Instagram's the same, but that's how Facebook was. And then I did send you the link on how to make a friends list on Facebook.
Yes. So I also told Elena that she didn't know that either. So that's the next thing that I'm going to do. I didn't do it this weekend. We were pretty busy, but that's, next.
So it's easy for you to like comment and follow up.
Yep.
Yay. Awesome. Well, thanks for being on. And just like for anyone else that maybe have not have been on, if you have questions or comments and you want to know more, please let me know.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, Sarah.